Welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. When we last left off, we had carried on with the trial and bridged to the turnabout. We were going to figure out a few things of what actually happened. Did the murder happen before or after the fall? And there was this testimony, I can't remember what it was. So there you go. Tracks. Ah, yes. What was this, was it? I can't remember where we got up to. Let's just have a little look at the who's and what's it. Oh yeah,
Objection!
I was going to do this last time, but then I forgot. It was because the tracks, if you look, there's footprints going out, and then the tracks look like they're coming back in. Basically, it looks like the snowmobile was already out there by the time the murder happened. So I was gonna do, I can't remember why I didn't do that, but there you go. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Mas Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? And that. What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
Ah! You're right! You are forgetting one thing, Mas Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. I'm just going to shut the window. It is freezing cold, Mas Edgeworth. You cannot expect me to go up an opponent like you in this sort of conditions, do you? How dare you, Mas Edgeworth? The tracks leading to the bridge are erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Mas Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall could on some tracks. There is a contradiction. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice little theory you have there. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed at my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Ridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or simply Miss Von Karma. This photo presents all evidence to the contrary. Evidence the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Well, I would assume Miss Jack's photo, but this can only. Ooh, actually. Seven to approximately 10:50 p.m. And when was the murder? Couldn't have happened.
Take that!
I would assume that. Yeah.
Witness, please tell again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct?
On that note, please look at this weather data. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m, but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m, the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Order! Order! Very well then. Those Sherlock claim has been snowed in. Okay.
It's too soon to be closing this down to floor. Mas Edwards, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. As easy said, is the weather report ever correct?
No, you got it all wrong. This is a forecast. This is actual data.
Yeah! Forecast data always report have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We can't be totally sure. What? How did you pull that off? It has stopped snowing. It has occurred temporary emergency. You need to arrive conclusions. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You cannot back down now, can you? Such a perfectionist, Mas Edgeworth.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. There is evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed. Ah. No.
I don't think it's personally, because the only thing you've got in terms of snow is the Jack's photo, which wouldn't have been taken until the investigation anyway, so that's not right. And the weather data, but we've already presented that, so that's not right either. Didn't Larry say something to the extent that it stopped snowing? Because, like, didn't he say that he saw the lightning strike and saw... Because that was like a whole I saw something beautiful thing, wasn't it?
Take that!
Oh my god, it actually was as well. It actually was as well.
Your response, Mr. Montgomery?
It looks like it is still snowing in your heart too. Shivering in the cold, you are closing your eyes to the truth.
Oh, wait, what? I think you just arrived at long-term vacuum theory. That was poetry. Pure poetry.
What? No!
This evidence is only going to freeze my case solid.
Respond, Mas Edgeworth.
Even if it is snowing in my heart. At the time of murder, it had already stopped snowing. It has occurred temporarily. God damn it. Mr. Edgeworth? Just
wouldn't there be snow on top of her? Oh.
Take that!
I see.
Ultimately, it comes down to one point, that being whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is
incredibly easy. If you want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
and that is
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donius. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks. Order! Just what is...
Yes, what are you suggesting, Mas Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to.
That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were raised by the snow. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped, thus the return tracks remained. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, you're correct.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There's only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
This can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
Right?
That sounds right, yes.
That would be fairly, logical.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple,
The snowmobile wasn't there?
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. Snowmobile, I mean. I know I saw it was covered in snow too.
But that isn't possible.
Order in the court! What does all this mean?
So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it hadn't been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this: after it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes, I've got nothing more to add. I told you everything I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. He was cold enough to freeze your ears off. All he needed would go out wandering in that, unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. And it may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. Yeah, Larry had to come into play somehow because of the fact that he saw something incredible. And I'm like, if he saw something incredible, he would have seen something along the lines of the snowmobile. Surely. And the second being this individual that I'm thinking of had wandering outside in the cold that night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. And an idiot he is indeed.
Mr. Edwards, who is this idiot of our universe?
Take that!
Take that!
This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Duke's guy's obnoxious with Peter. Ha! Wimp, idiot, imbecile.
This is Larry Boss, a disciple of the victim, released stolen. Anything? A student. How interesting.
And why was he wandering about outside in the night of murder?
That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness, even before I call him. He is, after all, an artist.
Yes, that would seem to be the case. What of it? What's wrong with being an artist? Miss Redra, I myself am an artist.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with being an artist, Your Honor. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee this.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in this gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a, 20-minute recess. Yeah. I'm sure that'll do, won't it? Miss Montgomery, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
Yeah, that works. To be continued. To be continued.
Objection!
There. Doesn't that feel better? It'll just wobble.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Don't see anything at all. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Right, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met you and told you in a training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday.
Until incident.
Until the incident occurred, I was in my room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
As I won't keep the snowmobile, the only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to the Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Another one? 5 blocks. Iris.
I can't tell you about that. Not yet, at least.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Huh?
The safety of the acolyte.
The acolyte, huh? Seems to be talking about Maya. Iris, Look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Doden?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought, no psycholocks. Very well, it is my job to get the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior? Yes, why does that sound too much like Larry?
He was sketching something very intensely. Give me a second, I'm once again cold. I'm literally frozen to death. Well, okay, not frozen to the bone, but nipping cold. You know? I'm here. Warm myself up, I guess. There we go. There.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I can only presume.
Ah! Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse of an artist before the court. Lie stone him. I hope you're ready. Get in here!
It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Unfortunately.
Ow! Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey, I was just artistically Ow!
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to handle your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, trading out in the mountains. I'm down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use a technical term for the color, viridian.
Larry, this is an art store now, isn't it? Is it?
I know. Look, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields?
I presume you wanted to say field work. I hope.
That's it! Thanks, buddy!
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all! I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this big mistake. Bright red! Or to use a technical term, crimson link. Ow! 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 Ouch!
Ouch! Stop your pathetic blabbering and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-chipping. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now!
This is too much for me, dude.
What I saw.
Was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked up to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see his snowmobile.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now, dude. Am I edgy?
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else?
Miss Redworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything. Every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well then, let us proceed with cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Redworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions you are testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip.
Okay, give me a minute.
Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. A rundown shack is hardly large, is it? Even if the stars could be seen, it wasn't like I was going there to look at them, right? See, you can't do it if you try.
Ow!
There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge.
Hold it!
A number of times. How many?
Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes or so.
Roughly. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Ebony Hall that night.
You bet! Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands.
Do you know what I've just realised? He did see someone. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. Blackmail?
No, it was simply a product of overflowing love.
You huffy puffy, loosey goosey excuse for wimping wine was of a witness. So what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy puffy, loosey goosey excuse for wimping wine was of a witness, eh?
Well, you see...
He did see someone. Yeah, he did.
Objection!
How can I literally forget probably the most important scene of this case, because it leads to Edgeworth being the defense attorney. Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry, dude.
But having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I can't forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you created.
Wow, you're totally pinning this on me, dude.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Mrs. Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts.
That's right, me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. As long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
What do you want me to do then?
Something we'll find out in the next episode. I know it's been a short episode, but I don't know why, but I'm like really tired all of a sudden. And like, I don't know. I just had some stupid news. Actually, no, carry on, actually, no. Larry, what do you need to change is your inner self, but for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you.
Gee, I I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure if this goes especially well. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? What I saw, part 2. I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was right there and going to my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. Totally burned out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Whitworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Didn't seem to be anything contradictory, so...
Hold it!
What did you do out there in court for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
Excited. Dare I even ask?
I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't get picking my phone hard. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way, so every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious, so I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
Yeah?
Hold it!
This light was, of course...
lightning like Kerpow! Like stuff from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Hara!
Oh, a little like that.
That's more like a punch from Miranda.
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit that bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
Yeah, that's just that.
Hold it!
You said right away, but how exactly how long after the strike was that?
Lightning fell and the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is this small shack away in from the bridge?
Hold on, well, okay, so it had pretty much stopped snowing. It's about a 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my old childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids made during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info? Why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you something.
What is it, Edgy? What's with a serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, yeah, of course I thought about doing that.
So that's how you didn't do it. Why you didn't?
Huh? Yeah, okay. Reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time, okay?
I feel like that's gotta be it. I think it's this, because it's the only one that really tells the time, other than the actual murder, but... It's...
Objection!
the time of the lightning, the electricity. Well, lightning technically is electricity, but you know what I mean. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the heck, Edgy? You make me sound like some other alien!
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know that. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right. Yes. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There was no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry! I'm Lois Dunham! Gah! It has been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could be earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisco von Palmer. The slope ahead is very slippery. Well, there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must be still been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while... In fact, he did not arrive until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a ton of splashback. I guess I still wasn't sleeping after all. Order! So that was the missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all! Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? And we'll find that out in the next episode. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!